YouTube's approach to copyright claims could scare off streamers. So, most of you might know.
YouTube
Gaming.
Oh, okay, the new YouTube
exactly.
thing.
As you know, YouTube Gaming was just released last week.
What's their aim for YouTube Gaming?
Their aim is to probably...
The aim is to kill Twitch.
Dun dun dun.
But we all know that's not going to happen. And that's because YouTube has these such draconian rules, copyright rules set in place. So let's give you an example of how Twitch works.
Okay.
You have your video, you are free to play any music you want in the background. Twitch doesn't give a damn about it. But the video on demand, if there's a copyright content match, it's going to be muted. And that's it.
So your audio is muted.
Your audio is muted, the video is still there. I mean, it sucks the audio is muted if you have like a moment of genius spree right there while you're playing, I don't know, Don't Stop Believing in the background. And
by Glee.
Yeah, by Glee. And the audio is muted, and that's it. You know, problem with YouTube is that even for videos right now, when you have content that is not yours and you don't have the permission, you get a copyright claim, right?
Yes, and then they make your video kind of like private until you...
They made it private until you acknowledge, or they allow you to use the content,
yes.
Just you cannot monetize it anymore.
That's right.
So that's one of the approach. What is happening with YouTube Gaming is that if you have a content match, you're gonna get, number one, an alert on your live stream, only visible to you, of course. And if you don't fix it, your channel gets shut down until you fix it.
Whoa.
Not even your video, just your entire channel.
Your channel goes down until you fix it. Like you have to cut it.
Wow.
They just remove the video? They just
No.
It's live.
Well, it's live. You're doing a live stream, right?
Yeah, but they could just like shut down the
Yeah.
live streaming.
Yeah,
But
because
instead
they do it live.
whole
They
channel.
do it. No, well, they don't take you down like completely down, right? They just take your live stream down until you acknowledge that you're doing that. That you say you won't do it again, and you can restart again your stream.
Wow, that's what's that called again? That's a service that called Channel ID, right?
Yeah, Content ID. The
Content ID.
The
that's
problem that lies here is that everything and almost everything is gonna trigger a freaking Content ID. Biggest example, GTA 5.
Oh god.
All the radio stations and the music.
Oh my god.
Even Nintendo. All their stuff is copyrighted.
Yeah, but we all know how Nintendo feels about YouTube.
But that is the problem that with YouTube Gaming and live streaming services.
Okay.
The entire platform for as video wise, it's fine.
Okay.
It's the same thing we have been having since YouTube released, but with a risky. That's it.
Do you think do you think that there's no way that YouTube is going to look over this based on this backlash that is obviously currently happening, and that they're not going to either fix or modify their the way that it works?
I don't think so, because if it was like that, they would have probably fixed some of their issues with current videos.
So then you know what I think is going to happen? It happened here first. You heard it here first. I think that people who live stream games will stay on Twitch.
So you're just gonna say what I wrote in the Facebook comment, right?
I don't know, but I'm gonna write what I think because based on what I've heard about this now, and I think that people who do like talk shows like us who already have YouTube channels, for example, will gravitate towards YouTube Gaming, and as long as it's gaming related, then people like us. If we were to, for example, stream this live on a Sunday, and then every Sunday people could get these videos live, right? You know, and then we could go do a couple videos for people live on Sundays. We wouldn't have to worry about getting shut down because
unless you're blasting some sort of music in the background.
Yeah, which we don't do.
Yeah.
So I have a question.
Yes.
Like in terms of their copyright claims, is it only when you're using something that another artist has released, so like music and stuff, or like is it also like
Anything
you have,
with copyright.
Anything
so like it could be anything from like the coffee you're drinking to the tablet.
Oh no,
visual. I don't think it doesn't apply for visual content. As of
No,
now.
it's not visual content.
On live streaming, visual content, I don't think
So it's more like
something that's
media-based content,
audio.
right? So it's like
audio.
maybe like audio. Would it also like, let's say we cut to a trailer for a video game, would that be copyright content?
If that video game trailer contains a song that has a copyright on it, yes.
Yes. it's gonna trigger.
Like for example, we were just watching this War of Mine trailer earlier before we covered it, and
Rise Against.
it has that was the Offspring.
Oh, it was the Offspring.
They had the Offspring in it. So if that song by the Offspring is copyrighted, which it likely is, then and that would have been playing while we did our video, it likely would get taken down.
Yeah. Or they would ask you to replace the audio of the entire video.
What was that?
They would ask you to replace the audio of the entire video.
Yeah.
The entire video, or just like that?
Well,
that
until the audio of your video is acceptable for
The problem is that the smart way to go around that would be to replace that segment of your video with some audio.
Yeah.
But you can't do that on YouTube because you have to replace the entire audio.
Yeah.
How does it work for people who actually post like lyrics videos or just like they repost
They have
music
to
videos?
with lyric videos. They
say
have to
that
change the actual, like, let's say it's in like the C chord. They have to
that they don't own the copyright.
It's not just that, they actually have to change the audio a bit. So all these lyric videos that
I
you
think
see,
it's
it's not the
okay.
original audio.
I think it's okay for them to do that as long as they don't monetize.
Yeah.
Because if you're not monetizing the videos, which is the whole point of YouTube at this point, right? It's to monetize your videos to make money. If you don't monetize the video, you're allowed to use any
Yeah,
copyrighted
because
content.
from what I've researched on it is that if they're releasing this song with like the lyric videos, it's not actually like when you listen to the song versus the original, you hear like you'll hear the, like the tone difference or the different
Sometimes they
chord,
do
like,
that so they can
modify
monetize
the
it.
song.
Yeah,
People
that's right.
that like do covers of songs. That's cool.
It's original content.
Yeah, it's original content.
It's
Covers-
so it's not like the actual.
Absolutely, covers
And
are
they always
considered
say
original.
what's the song and who's the artist. So
I
the
mean,
credits always
they can be a dick about it and hit you with a copyright because even though it's original content that you're working on, you're still working based off their original material. But they would have, you wouldn't get a content ID match out of a cover song because most of the time the thing that you're doing would match what they have on their database, which is like an original song.
Yeah.
But it could happen that someone is gonna watch it and says, "Oh, hey, this guy is getting his load of a song that I made. I'll send him a copyright strike."
Yeah, they're like a cease and desist.
Yeah, cease and desist, basically.
I thought when people mentioned like who the real owner was, it was okay. So it's like maybe you can have like just
Giving
video
credit where
player
credit
that
is due
says
kind of
what
thing.
Yeah,
song
It is.
It is.
As long as you're not making money on the video.
Yeah.
So you need to include that information. This video contains music or whatever by and then it's written on the video and in the channel on the video. But then you're not allowed to make any money off it. You cannot monetize that video.
Well, there are like companies. For example, one of the biggest companies in Twitch, it's called Monster Cat. That all they do is license you and give you licenses so you can have audio content in your channels. You even better is that you are allowed to use their content for free live by simply adding the you can add them on your
Twitch.
channel, and you just open the channel for Monster Cat. You have the entire music playing from a lot of people, and you can just pay like $15 a month for licenses, and you get 2 licenses. You get one for Twitch, one for YouTube.
Ooh,
That's pretty sweet.
Monster Cat.
Monster Cat.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, sponsor.
Monster Cat, good on you, man.
Yeah.
Sponsor us.
Yeah. But
It's super dangerous because many streamers, because for those who don't know, like Twitch stopped like archiving videos more than 14 days, so people are just like uploading them to YouTube.
14. Didn't it used to be 60?
It used to be like an
It's
infinite time, and now it's 14 days.
it's 14
2
for
weeks.
bots, and I think it's 60 for highlights.
Oh, I thought it was infinite for highlights.
I'm not sure. Well, yeah, maybe because my highlights are still there.
Oh.
So I could be wrong.
So people are just
Wow.
uploading them to YouTube, but they could receive a license that
Yeah.
you mentioned when they make money out of it. That's
Oh.
dangerous.
Well, the problem is that if you, for example, upload something that is being licensed by someone else, you're either gonna get a copyright claim, and what they're gonna do is that they're gonna monetize your video on their favor.
I think, and the thing with Twitch is I'm not sure if I'm even right here, so I could be completely wrong. But I think the majority of the way that people monetize on Twitch is through live donations and subscriptions, correct?
Yeah.
So they're not really monetizing their videos, which is why they can play whatever they want as far as music goes.
Yeah.
Right?
That's
Yeah,
true.
because most of them are not like uploading their whole stream on YouTube. So I guess they keep safe like that.
Yeah.
Hey guys!
If you liked our video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out the others that we have. You can also check us out on Facebook at Too Much Sugar Films, and don't forget to hit us up on Twitter at TMS_films. Thanks!
With other